What's going on YouTube? Welcome in. Today we got another beautiful build for you. Today we're building the Montech Sky 2. I know you saw the blue and white one we did here a few weeks ago, but today's is absolutely killer because we're going with tons of RGB fans with the Montech's beautiful RGB ring fans. On top of that, we got the brand new A610 coming in from ID Cooling. This is an RGB ring fan cooler as well. We have the Gigabyte 4070 Super going here with the Gaming OC, which has 3 RGB ring fans. So we've got all the beautiful aesthetics to match with today's system. But that's not the craziest part. Today we're building with a purple motherboard. That's right, Asrock has the LiveMixer Z790 board, which we're building on today, which is all purple. It's got that graffiti splash, looks absolutely killer. A 14600K, 6400 megahertz of DDR5 RAM with 32 gigs, a 1 terabyte KC3000 drive, and a 4070 Super. This system's absolutely killer for the price. Let us know what you think down below in the comments. Make sure that like button to help us with the algorithm. What do you want to see us build next here on YouTube or over here on our live streams? Look, we build any Monday, Wednesday, Friday at twitch.tv/stints at 10 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see you soon. To get started right away, we got absolutely killer build. Oh, there's that motherboard. Looks absolutely ridiculous. We got the G.Skill Trident Z-RAM. It's got subtle RGB as well to kind of match the thickness of the RGB rings on today's build. This one's going to look crazy, guys. So grab the rest of the stuff over here. So I have extra fans over here. 3 other Montech fans over here. I've got a Intel Wi-Fi 6 AX200 Wi-Fi kit we have to install on this motherboard because these boards do not come with Wi-Fi, but they have the opportunity to add Wi-Fi. So we're going to do that today. This is an absolutely killer system. It's about $1,800. So if you're talking about potential for gaming and streaming all on a single PC while having a really crazy system, $1,800 for the system is it's a really good deal because this is a really cool system. There we go. That better? It looks pretty clear to me. I mean, on top of it, let's talk about the USB. Before we get started, look at how much USB we have on the side of this board, chat. My God. 3, 7, 11, 12, and then a 2 Type-C. We have 12 USB and 2 Type-C on the back of this motherboard. That's crazy. That's a lot of USB. So you're going to be adding Wi-Fi to this board. I wish they would just add the Wi-Fi. You can see right here they have the ports for it. We're going to add the Wi-Fi now to the board. There we go. All right, so get this started. We're gonna get the CPU in, and we're gonna work on the M.2 Wi-Fi, which you can see right here. And then we run the cables up and into the back here. All right. 14600K is gonna be our CPU, which is a phenomenal CPU. We're a really high value in the 14600K. Socket looks clear. Let's get this 14.6 down and in. 14.6, 14.7, 14.9. Obviously, we're going with air today, like a big air cooler, so we're gonna stay with a 14.6. In gaming applications, things like that, it's gonna be perfectly fine. A really good little powerhouse system today. All right, so next let's add our M.2, our blazing M.2, as they say. Today with a KC3000 drive, 1 terabyte drive. All right, we go with the KC3000. There we go. All right, it's all secure. Now let's get our blazing M.2 cover back in place. We don't want to use the PCIe lane because we're using chipset. There we go. All is nice and tight. I just added the Wi-Fi to the back. Then we can add our connectors. Favorite part, Ryan? Yeah, pinning the Wi-Fi card. Exactly. It's like, how'd you know? It's almost like soldering. There goes one, but not really. Just 2 small pins. There we go. Up and in, around. Okay. Go, get that all set there. Time to reinstall our cover in the back. Tuck all the wiring in, which we just did. There we go. You can see we just added the Wi-Fi right there to the card. Cables ran up here, right off the card, right underneath in the back. All the cables are nice and secure, and there we have Wi-Fi on this board. It doesn't usually have Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi, not only Wi-Fi, but also Bluetooth. I believe the Bluetooth is 5.2, so it's nice to have that added to the motherboard. There we go. All right, next will be our standoff cooler. Sorry about bumping my mic, chat. Today we have the A610 FROZN from ID cooling. This is a beautiful, beautiful black cooler with some nice RGB accents to it. So we're going to be working on this right now. Bracket up and in. There we go. Good, good. 4, there we go. All right, I'm an easy on top. Help kind of cap them. There we go. There we go, all on. There we go. All right, next we need our brackets. So we need the brackets for Intel, which are 4. Okay, they're long brackets, and they face inward, like so. There we go. And then we need our set screws. There we go, nice and secure. There we go, looking good. All right, next we have our RAM. So today's for RAM, we have a beautiful G.Skill Trident Z RGB. We really wanted that nice subtle RGB today for the build. Turn this sideways so you can see the RAM. There it is, beautiful RGB RAM from G.Skill. Down here we go. There we go, there's 1 and 2. There we go, looking good. All right, now we got this secure. We can move on to getting the case out. We have a lot of case, a lot of RGB today. Well, before we do, we'll talk about what we have here. Again, this beautiful board, which you see, the board you see right here, is the Z790 Asrock LiveMixer. It's a non-Wi-Fi board. We dropped the Wi-Fi adapter in, you can see right here. So we have our Wi-Fi. There are 14600K down in the socket. We have our standoffs for the A610 FROZN from ID Cooling. We have 32 gigs of 6400 CL32 RAM coming in from G.Skill and the Trident Z RGB. And then down below here we have a 1 terabyte M.2 NVMe Gen 4 SSD coming in from Kingston in the KC3000. Holy tongue twisters. Let's move this aside. Let's get that beautiful Montech Sky 2 case out. You guys love it. We built the blue one the other week. Today is going to be black. All right. Sky 2 is all opened up. Let me get a front close-up of this beautiful case. We'll start taking the panels off. We get started on this beautiful build. All right, there it is. Front glass coming off. Get this top panel off because we're going to be able to access the fans for the top. All right, there we go. Clip this fan. One of our reverse fans we'll be utilizing today. So let's go top down and get started right away on this case. We have a lot to do with fans today. A lot of RGB to add into the system. So we're going to top down right away. Get ready to add these in. So we need one extra standoff. They utilize the MATX standoff right here for Asrock. That's the only other one they add to it. So instead of, most people have boards have 9, they have 10 standoffs, which is not a bad thing to have, which is nice to give a little more support around the graphics card area. Get the beautiful board down and in. Nice and secure. There we go, looking good, looking great. Open over the back here with a fan, that's fine. All right. So we're gonna use motherboard screws. So once we get our front panel connections in, we'll work on the reverse fans. We do a front close-up. And this beautiful board. So in our front panel connections, I'm going to work on these 2 reverse fans. There we go. Going down and in. Next will be our USB 3.0 header. There's one thing about this case I remember that I didn't like. There's not a lot of room back here for cable management. There's like the new XT View from Fantex, these back panels are super thin. There's not a lot of room for cable management. So we're doing the best we can here today. All right, let's get our front panel connections in. We have front panel, we have a fan, we have RGB, we have HD audio. We're gonna get those in right now. First is gonna be our fans in our front panel. Front panel connections going in now. There we go. Next is our fan header. Dual RGB right here is crazy. There we go, there's one. Do want to get this in really quick. This is our rare HD audio, just so it's easier now. These fans will be harder later. There we go. These are reverse fans, which is nice. You can see all that beautiful RGB below the GPU. Fans are in. Those are reverse flow fans on the bottom. Now we can start working on the other fans on the top and the power supply. All right, there we go. That fan's in. On the next one. It's all wired as well. All right, all in. There we go. All right, after this, we move on to the power supply, then the cooler,
Cable management on this one today, chat. A lot of fans. We already have 7 fans in. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 7 fans we just had to wire. So we got a lot of cable management today. Now we're moving on to the power supply. 850 watt ATX 3.0 today. First off, we will need a SATA. There's a SATA, 24 pin main. There's a CPU 1, 12 volt high power, and CPU 2. There we go, all of our cables there. All these extra cables leave in the bag here. These are going to the motherboard box. There we go, and let's get our 12 volt high power before we put this in. All right, last one in, there we go. Our EPS cables are in. Start working on the rest of our cables and on to our cooler here in a minute. Because the cooler's gonna need RGB as well. A lot of RGB on today's system, as you guys can tell. Cable management on the back of this is not easy. Still a little bit more tidying up to do, but there's a lot of cables. Such a very narrow see some of it right there. There we go. All right, time for the cooler. Okay. It's like a 6 heat pipe cooler, by the way, Logan, or 7 heat pipe cooler. 7? It's like 6 or 7, which is really pretty impressive for something kind of. Oh, you have to use their own proprietary. Thank you guys. Above close up. Sorry about that. I put the cooler on. I should have give you that. Sorry about that. Nice and torqued down. Nice and secure. Nice and sturdy. Really sturdy cooler. We'll check the last back of it here real quick. Yep, nice and secure. There we go. The magnetic plate on for the FROZN logo. Leave the cellophane on for a second until we get this done. There we go. All right. Get these clips on for the cooler, or for the fan. A nice clipping system. Pretty impressed with the clips that they use. Very nice. Yeah. All right, guys. We have a big GPU today too. The 4070 Super Gaming OC from Gigabyte. Again, the Gigabyte card today has those kind of rings on the bottom. So it kind of looked pretty crazy. Behemoth of a card out too. I mean, it's a thick boy. For a 4070, it's large. For this chat. Beautiful behemoth of a 4070 Super. And we go with the RTX 4070 Super from Gigabyte. In we go. You ready for the thunkage? The thunk. 3, 2, 1. There we go. All right, guys. Let's get ready to light up this beautiful PC.
Guys, thanks for coming in and liking another video here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button, help us with the algorithm. Make sure people find us and see all the beautiful PCs we build. But if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button as well. Remember, we build these systems live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/stints. Come over, hang out, chat it up with us, watch us build beautiful PCs for everybody in the community. And remember, let's go.